A lot of people have been calling in and questioning what do we do with the forecast. We've got some pretty decent temperatures the next 2 days, up in the mid 70s with lows in the upper 50s. But next week the temperatures are going to drop. Should I plant or should I wait? And that's a good question to be asking, and be checking your ground temperatures. And we're at, as we are here, looking at temperatures that did stay above 50 degrees for us. So we're in a position where we could do some planting in this particular situation. To go further north, that may not be. But when we talk about cold temperatures, one of the first things we want to think about is seed chilling. So we put the seed in the ground, and in the first 48 hours it's going to start to swell. That's probably your first crucial time. If the water that comes in the seed that causes the swell is less than 50 degrees, it can chill the germ. And when we chill the germ, it gets disoriented. That's when you see a lot of corkscrewing, corn growing the wrong way, twisting around in ground, and you can lose stand. Of course, it won't be a total wipeout or anything like that, but it may take anywhere from 3 to 7 or 8,000 out of your actual final stand from seed chilling. So the first thing we're going to look at is do I have 48 hours of warm soil? So we're going to put this in warm soil. So if we were to plant this tomorrow and the forecast is right, we'll have this seed swelled by the weekend, and as temperatures drop next week, we'll have less damage than if we were to plant this on Monday as those temperatures have already dropped. That'll be a bigger problem. Now, of course, you still have issues with saturated cold germ. So if you're going to plant in risky conditions, and that may be because you want to get a planter started, make sure you got your first day jitters out of the way, you're going to choose a seed that's got good saturated cold germ. You want a good quality seed. Typically we have less trouble with a flat than we would with a round. It's not uncommon to see more trouble with pericarp damage on a round. It gives us more issues. So good high quality seed, a well drained field, something that's not going to stay saturated, and then look for those temperatures that you can get 48 hours of warm temperature. Now if the temperature does drop next week like the forecast, this corn's not coming out of the ground. It's going to be there a while, but you'll have less trouble if you put it in warm soil and then it cooled down than the other way around. I wouldn't recommend putting a lot of corn in the ground before a forecast like we got, but getting that planter, those first day jitters out of the way, getting all the planters set so you are ready to rock and roll when it does warm up, I can see that makes sense, and I wouldn't have a problem with that.